Hey everybody, Kyle from KyleTech here, live from the sewing room. And today, as you can see in front of me, I'm a dirty capitulator. Um, I said I wasn't going to get the Galaxy Z Fold 5. I made a video, I remade a video. Um, the video that should be posted by the time you see this. But basically, I explained, I wasn't super excited, I wasn't going to get it. And then for some reason, I decided to get it. Maybe it was because it would feel weird if I didn't go to the U.S. Open with a Galaxy Foldable, as I have for the past few years. Maybe part of it was I was getting bored with the S23 Ultra, because I do think that the foldable form factor is more superior, because of multitasking and just all of the extras you can do. Um, but yeah, so in this video, I will be just doing a very quick comparison between the Pixel Fold and the Galaxy Z Fold 5, just so you can, I'm sure this is out there, I'll do another one after this to kind of say which one I like more after using them for a little bit, and just, the ups and downs, all that fun stuff. Because these are the two major foldables that you are easily able to get in the U.S. market. There's the Honor's foldable, which looks good, but again, I don't know if there's like third-party websites or how you get that here. Vivo and Xiaomi, they're releasing their foldables. Again, not for sale in the U.S. market, so maybe you have to go to China, or there are other third-party resellers who provide those services. But again, it's not like going to Samsung's website or Google's website and pressing click and then a phone shows up very shortly after. So let's get into it. Maybe I'll answer the question which one you should get in this video, or maybe it'll be the next one. So here's the Pixel Fold. This is a very shorter, more book style device. And I think this phone is very interesting because, so if you look at this, see how wide it is. This more represents the width of that Galaxy S23 Ultra, that Pixel 7 Pro, that iPhone 14 Pro Max. So it's easier to type when the device is closed. I think that the Pixel Fold, Google was going for a device that was meant to be used mostly closed, but then when you want to multitask or consume some content, like watch movies, or that new translator mode that we're supposed to get later via Pixel Feature Drop, then you can crack it open and then you see, we'll turn the screen off because you need to see all my weird stuff. All right, well, let me just clear my notifications super quickly and show it. So here's this. We have this large, more landscape orientation screen, and it's a very good one. Obviously, you see that there are the bezels, which make it look more dated, because first we had bezels, then we found a way to try and eliminate the bezels. Google says this is part of their methodology to make this the thinnest foldable. Also, it provides reinforcement for the hinge. Jury's out if that's the way to go or not, but Oppo didn't do it with their Find N. So maybe in their next iteration, Google will trim the bezels back down. But it is interesting for holding and typing. So then you have the Galaxy Z Fold 5 here. Again, this is the exact same form factor as last year, and almost, the exact same form factor as in for the Galaxy Z Fold 3. Between the 3 and the 4, they claim they made it a little shorter and a little wider, which is, I don't have a Z Fold 3 here to hold up and do the comparison, but they claim it's pretty much, it's a little bit shorter. But again, so this one, if notice it's very narrow, right? It's taller and it's more narrow. We'll do this comparison, front to back. Obviously, this is taller. We'll go to the sides here. You see this. I think this phone, and we'll crack this one open really quickly so you can see the internal screen. So here's this, but that's in the portrait orientation. Obviously, like it's different if you hold it this way in landscape. But I think Samsung with this device, they created a phone that they want you to open more. Because so you can send some quick text message on this screen. You can answer calls. You do need to fold it to pay with Google Pay or Samsung Pay. But and you can watch videos, but like it's more fun to watch them on the internal screen. So you have two major, so we'll just very quick dimensions, 5.8, 6.1. Both are 7.6 on the inside. 3 camera setups on the back. Both actually pretty good cameras in their own right. Slightly, yeah. It just, I guess, like, I'm trying to think of how I want to say this very quickly, because this is meant to be a short video. I do think there are different purposes for both of these phones. Again, Google Pixel Fold, I think mainly they want you to keep it closed, and then you unfold it when you want to consume that kind of content. The Galaxy Z Fold 5, I think they want you to open it. This, it's not really supposed to remain closed that often, because the star of the show for this one is the internal screen, where you do more of your multitasking, content consumption, replying to messages. I really think like Samsung thinks, well, you should only really keep this closed when you're carrying it around or talking on the phone. Like quite literally. That's my take. Pixel Android, which is kind of stocky, but googly flavor to it. Upon release, this is One UI 5.1.1, Android 13 with Android 14 coming probably any day now. They just did a Android 14 beta 5.2. They said beta 5 was the last major build, and I guess they did a 0.1 and now a 0.2 release just fixing pixel bugs. So probably, I don't know, next week, well actually be the week after that, for the monthly security release, that might also be Android 14. So if Android 14 very soon here, the One UI 5.1.1 is based on Android 13. They are beta testing Android 14 with One UI 6, with some nice refinements for the Galaxy S23 series. So that just kind of started. So I would probably say, I don't know, like maybe end of the year, you'll see a One UI 6 rollout for every kind of stamps for the newer Samsung models, and then they'll go backwards. So really, I guess I'm gonna say there are two differences, right? Now, that if you just want to go from this stage, one is, do you want to, how much do you want to interact with your outer screen? And two, I would say, is which flavor of Android do you like more? Now, I'll just talk about a couple small things, and then I will, because I could probably go on forever, just both a good thing and a bad thing, right? So like, there really aren't any missing, like, so what kind of features? So both of them have, again, Android. Technically, currently they're both still on Android 13. As I said, Android 14 will be coming very soon for the Pixel Fold, and relatively shortly thereafter for the Z Fold 5. There's both some kind of like spam protection call screening now with Bixby voice call and call screen, which has been on Pixels forever. There is some kind of a magic eraser for photos. So you're trying to take a cool picture, let's say somewhere busy, people just keep walking by, so there's that. I mean, like, there's kind of feature parity. So I guess the question is, do you want Samsung default apps or Google default apps? Do you want to get a newer version of Android a little bit sooner or a little bit later, right? I will show one quick interesting thing, and then I'm gonna stop. So, I don't think this matters anything. So we'll also, and this will also be part of my bigger person. So Jerry everything does teardowns, and one thing he noticed, which is interesting, is that when you unfold the Pixel Fold, there's still like a little seam here. The halves don't meet to cover the hinge, which is a little interesting and also potentially fatal if you like to be abusive and bend your devices. But let's just open this one up really quickly. This much more easily clicks down to the full 180 degrees, and there's no hinge exposed. So I guess part of that depends, and maybe this is Google again trying to be the thinnest. They're still kind of thick. Think of like 1.5 times your flagship smartphone in your pocket. But being the est is kind of cool. I don't know. I'm just gonna, yeah. Essentially, most people are gonna put a case on it with debranchings. You might throw a skin on it. Obviously, you take care of these phones. They'll be fine. But yeah, do you want to open your phone more or use it closed more? Do you want Google Pixel stuff or do you want Samsung One UI stuff? I will compare these. Again, going to the U.S. Open this weekend, I'll have both of them with me. I'll be using them both at various different times to do various different things. And we will get a very good comparison of these devices. We'll see how it goes. And after I come back, I'll say which one I like more. Things that I, like or dislike, which one I'd keep. I mean, I'm probably keeping both of these, but you know what I mean. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, subscribe, leave us comments, let us know how we're doing, and I will see you people in the next one. Peace.